Good evening. We apologize here for the delay in getting started. Again, we had an executive session and a couple of items we had to take care of. Unfortunately, none of those will be on the agenda tonight. But I do call the meeting to order now. Public notice having been given for this, the 11th day of October. Trustee Siri.
Whereas the members of this board present at this meeting have read the official minutes of the Board of Trustees regular meeting on September 27, 2010. Now therefore be resolved, this board approves the minutes as entered in the official minutes, and be it further resolved that the reading of the minutes be dispensed with.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Reports.
We have the Village Justice Report for the month of September 2010. Total number of cases, 190, with 96 vehicle and traffic, 56 criminal, 31 village ordinance, 4 civil cases, and 3 ABC laws. Total collected amount is $18,689.50.
Received and filed. Any other reports?
That's it for the reports.
Correspondence.
Correspondence was received from Lisa Mancuso notifying the village that she will be renewing the on-premise liquor license for DeJohn's Italian Spaghetti House and Cocktail Lounge located at 26 to 30 West Main Street in Fredonia.
Received and filed. Any others?
Yes, correspondence was received from Lauren Pinche, president of SUNY Fredonia Campus Climate Challenge. Are we tabling this?
Oh, yeah, we don't happen to have anybody here, do we, that's on that one?
Yep.
Oh.
Maybe we could take out of order that request and maybe have some of our questions answered. This evening we have 2 requests. One was yours, that we are going to notify the requester to come to our next meeting. And since you're here, we normally don't take presentations from anybody at this point, but if you could tell us and maybe answer a couple questions. So you'd like to start and tell us what you're planning to do? And
Sure. Well, this coming Sunday, basically we want to celebrate what's called 350 Day. Basically, it's a worldwide day of action that certain environmentalists have created, and it's about the carbon dioxide in our atmosphere. So basically what it is, it's a day to educate people about carbon footprints and how we can reduce our carbon footprint and just conserve our local biodiversity. So some of the things that we wanted to do is hopefully at the Barker Commons have a display of we've gathered 350 different species living in Chautauqua County that we wanted to display at the Barker Commons just to emphasize conservation, why and how we should conserve our native habitats. So we wanted to do that. The target that we wanted to focus at in Fredonia is educating the youth and really getting the elementary students involved. So we have a bug walk led by one of the biology professors, Dr. Brown, and the biology club. One of the art clubs is doing a little art table where we're going to display certain sustainable art made by students at SUNY Fredonia, and also kind of teach people how to reuse their old products and turn it into something artsy rather than throwing it out. And that was really mostly what we were going to do. We originally had a bike ride planned, but I think we're just going to decide to leave that part out.
the bike ride was the part that we had the questions about.
That's what I kind of thought, and we
Yeah.
realized that there'd be some issues there. And so I think what we're just going to do is sort of promote riding bicycles rather than driving cars, but rather than doing a whole bike ride, kind of going through the whole everything, waivers and whatnot.
And just so you know, and when you pass on to the group next year, we'll be doing the same thing.
Right.
The issue with the bike ride would have been what we would have for car following, some precautions for safety at intersections. Basically, you can ride a bike on the road.
Absolutely.
So to get our permission to do that isn't a problem, but once we begin to give a police escort and it implies there's a safety to the riders that you don't normally get implied when you just drive on your own. And we have to be careful not to provide some sort of a idea that we're making it safer for anybody when somebody could pull out of a driveway and hit them.
Absolutely.
But if they do want to look at that next year as part of your activity, plan it a little bit farther in advance and some ideas of people that could monitor the sidewalk for cars backing out.
Okay.
There are some ways of doing it. We are going to have a road race in the village on the 19th. Is it the 19th of October?
Yes.
One of the dance studios is sponsoring. And they came in with a presentation as to volunteers they were going to have going door to door to let the residents along the route know that this would be coming up. So there are ways we could do it. You just need a little more advance time.
Yeah.
So if you pass it on to whoever's in charge of the group next year, get a hold of us once they've organized in September and see what we could do to follow along on that. As for the use of the gazebo, I don't know if it was checked, but All we do is we get approval from
Yeah, I think
staff
that I
here.
talked to her a few weeks ago. She said that it'd be fine for that
Okay,
date.
so then you are clear for that, so you're
Yeah.
all set then?
Yeah.
We want to read that then?
Yeah, we're just
Yeah.
just
We
taking
can certainly
out
do
the,
that, take out the bike ride part.
Right.
Right.
Okay?
Great.
So we don't need the correspondence read.
All right.
Trustee Siri.
Okay, let's see here. So be it resolved that the request for the Lauren Piche, is that correct? Piche, president of SUNY Fredonia Campus Climate Challenge, to use West Barker Common and the gazebo on Sunday, October 17th, 2010, from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., and to use village streets
Nope,
beginning
nope,
in...
we're gonna take that part out.
Okay. Village streets bike ride.
Down to for an event, start right there.
Okay, from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. for an event known as 350 Day to raise global awareness is hereby approved, subject to the direction.
We don't need that, right?
Okay, so it's subject hereby approved, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
It's hereby approved.
and we don't need their insurance.
Yay.
All right.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
We don't happen to have Laura M. here, do we? Oh, this is,
Oh, that's a deal. All right.
well, lucky us. Well, you're the next correspondent, so instead of reading your letter, why don't you let us know what your plan is and
All right, Katie and I came up with the idea of a trash crawl, which is, what we plan to do is to go down from Temple to, I believe, with a central intersection.
Yeah, Temple Central to Temple and Fredo.
Yeah, and what we're planning on doing is, once the bar's closed, we're gonna go through and clean up all the trash that students have left behind, and collect that, and somehow we wanna find a way to display it, that way students realize how much trash they're leaving behind when they go out to the bars.
How far are we going to? You going just straight to the intersection of Temple and Central?
Sorry, Central, or Temple and Main Street.
Yeah,
Temple,
that,
right where
sorry,
Main.
yeah, Water Street, yep, that, sorry about that, I have my streets confused. And we also plan on going around Day Street, because we've heard there is a trash issue there also.
but you're planning on being on the sidewalks and?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep,
Nobody in the road?
no.
No.
Good.
Any reflective wear, if anything at all?
We were thinking of flashlights, but that's also a suggestion that we will.
We just need to know who you are coming up Central or Temple Street, so that the police do drive down, then you wonder, okay, who are these people picking
With
up?
flashlights and
Little known-
And we were talking
Yeah.
about
Right.
reflective vest.
Yes.
We're gonna make t-shirts, so
Okay.
maybe like a neon colored t-shirt
Yep.
you could wear that
That'd be
says
great.
trash crawl on the
That'd
back.
be great.
Okay,
and
yeah.
to identify us.
You're going to display that on campus?
Yes.
That's our plan, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's good to know, that way the residents know if they see somebody with a bag and a flashlight, they know they're not coming to, as burglars, that they're
We're just
taking
gonna
away
take
stuff
care
they
of the
want
trash.
taken away.
Trick and treat early.
Well, again, you were on our list to call to have you here for next week, so we're glad you're here. I think we can pass on reading of the letter and just go with the resolution.
I think so.
Great job, by the way.
Be resolved at the request of Laura M., Chair of the Community Relations, SUNY Fredonia, and Katie. Katie? Sure. Chair of the Environmental Affairs, SUNY Fredonia is hereby approved to hold a trash crawl on Sunday, October 24th, 2010, starting at 2 a.m. Beginning at the intersection of Temple and Brigham Road and ending at the intersection of Temple and Main Street, which will involve SUNY students picking up and bagging litter found along the sidewalk on Temple Street and making the students aware of how much of an impact we leave on the environment and community. This request is subject to the direction of the police department and on the condition that the village receives a certificate of insurance of at least $1 million, naming the village as an additional insured.
Are we gonna need the insurance?
Ixnay, the
No.
Second.
insurance part? Minus the insurance?
Minus.
I mean, I suppose they could probably get it, but I don't know if,
I don't know, sometimes the student government or the university will provide their own blanket one for it, but
they're basically gonna be on the sidewalks and walking,
Right.
so there's not.
yeah, it's not gonna be in the streets.
Anybody gets hurt carrying too much in a bag, we don't wanna hear about it.
All right, yeah.
Make sure they're
promise to check
breathing.
that.
Have enough hands. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
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 With the insurance stricken.
Correct.
Opposed? Carried.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for coming.
Yep.